Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to another episode of Dear Jasmine with me, Jasmine. It is so nice to see you guys, and I don't know why I say so nice like that, but it's cool. So wanted to come back and just, trying to be active on here, but I thought it would be nice to kind of start with the letter that kind of started all of this. So I wanted to come in and read this to you guys and talk about it a little bit and kind of go from there. I am trying to figure out where I am going to record and get it all nice and pretty and attractive for you guys, because right now I just have these walls and it's kind of bland. But we're not here for the walls and the blandness, but eventually one day I want it to be pretty for you guys. I guess we can just go ahead and get into it. So this is a little 3-page letter that I read to myself. It's dated for 5/21/2019. I honestly can't say what prompted me to write this. Like if I saw something online or whatever, I don't know. I can say that in 2019, I was in grad school, just kind of going through a whole lot of stuff mentally, emotionally, just trying to figure out things, and some depression and stuff like that throughout that year as I navigated through that. But like I said in the previous episode, I came across this letter at the beginning of this year. I was just going through some of my stuff and I stumbled across it and I was like, oh, wow, and it just really made me feel good about myself. So I wanted to come to you guys to read this letter and then just kind of talk about it a little bit, talk about, where I am now and how I feel about it and just process through it. That's all. Let's do this. So it says, "My dearly beloved Jasmine, I'm writing you to profess my admiration of you, to tell you of the beauty you possess inside and out. I admire your strength to keep fighting for the light that's within you. Despite each obstacle that has come your way, you've overcame, each time stronger than the last. I love how you are so adventurous. You grab a hold of each opportunity you get to explore with an imagination that's so daring, bold, and slightly romantic. I love that you aren't afraid to imagine and create the manuscript for your life. I love how you are striving to be your best self for you first, that you can be the best social worker, wife, mom, child of God, or whatever title you will hold. I love that you are striving to be kind to people and generous in whatever capacity you can be. I find it amazing that you are taking some time to learn your truths, values, and purpose. It takes courage to step out of the mold that others have placed around you. I love that you are an open book and you gracefully accept and see the beauty in the stains instead of throwing it out to be replaced by something new. I admire that you are learning and willing to embrace your flaws. I love that you are learning that it's okay to be wrong and use those moments as lessons. I love the color of your skin and how it glistens in the sun. I love each beauty mark in the form of moles and surgical scars, and even the scars from scrapes of your childhood. I love your hair, the softness of your curls, and the versatility of each coil and strand. I love the few white hairs that you have on your legs and arms, as they appear to be a representation of your ancestors before you. I love your curvy body. Who wouldn't? It's not too much and it's not too little. I admire that smile that gleams across your face. It can be seductive at times. So can your eyes. You are perfect the way that you are. You have the perfect lips, the perfect nose, the perfect eyes, the perfect smile. I love how you can laugh at your own jokes when you are alone, even the ones that are in your head when you are around others. You have a unique personality, quite rare actually. God definitely created you to be unique, set apart, different, and non-conforming. If I had some advice, I would tell you to keep growing. Keep the passion to learn better. Always know your worth and never settle. Continue to find the beauty in life and use it to be the reason you live. No matter what it looks like, never lose faith. Continue to develop your own style and not the style of others. So what if they think it's weird? That means you are doing the right thing. You have a gift inside of you. Let it flourish. Do more of the things you love. Experience the beautiful created world. Travel more, laugh more, listen more. This world is yours. Live in it unapologetically. Treat the world nicely. Do your part. You are amazing. You are fabulous. You are unique. You are wonderful. People see you when you don't think they do. You got this. Yours truly, Jasmine Monet. Y'all, when I first read that at the beginning of the year, like, I bawled. Like I said, I don't know where I got the idea from. I don't know what prompted me. I think it was just, a God-sent moment, because when I saw that letter at the beginning of the year, it was definitely something that I needed to see. And it was something that I needed to come across. And I came across it at the right moment. And it ignited something inside of me. And, this year has been strong for me. And just seeing where I've come from, I've had to overcome a lot of shame and guilt and low self-esteem over these last couple years. I think back to healing from childhood trauma, childhood sexual trauma, emotional trauma that I felt and dealt with. And so overcoming every moment and stepping into this person that I am today has just been so amazing. And then when I think of just, not seeing myself as a person that's worthy of love, a person that, was confident in myself. And I had to I became more aware of it within the last 7 years. And just so it became something that I had to do the work to heal from it and see myself differently as this person that is deserving of love, this person that is beautiful inside out, this person that is kind, this person that is gentle and just all around amazing, and then believe it. Because I can tell you, one thing I do know for certain is that I am sure that I didn't believe all the stuff that I said about me when I wrote it. But now, today, starting this year, every time I tell myself I'm beautiful, I believe it 100%. Some would say I might be a little cocky, I might be a little bit prideful, but every time I look in the mirror, I'm happy with the person that I see staring back at me. I'm overwhelmed with joy. And I just get so emotional because I'm like, who is this beautiful person? And I don't just see a person that's beautiful on the outside, but I see a person that's becoming more beautiful on the inside each and every day. And it's just I'm so amazed at it. And so I don't even have any words. And then when I'm telling myself I deserve to be loved, I deserve to have love, I believe that. And I don't want to settle for something that's not meant for me. I don't want to settle for something that's less than what I deserve. And again, it's not, I don't ever want it to be confused with arrogance or cockiness or pride. It's just no, becoming the person that I am, owning the person that I am, being aware of the person that I am, and, going after what is meant for me, what I deserve. And so it's been fantastic to see everything unfold the way that it's unfolding. And, I'm just trying to use this as a fuel to keep me going. Every day, every month, every week might not be a strong day or a strong week or a strong month, but I think I'm in such a better place to where I can appreciate it. I can be aware of it. I can kind of sift through it and be okay, why? Where did this come from? And then move forward like that, because I think it's important, to have those skills to be able to say, okay, I'm feeling this way. I know why I'm feeling this way. Okay, this is what I'm going to do to kind of maybe avoid or, to keep from feeling this way. And I think that that's all that life is about. And so, you know, it's just been an amazing journey, and I'm grateful. Like, before, I had suicidal thoughts, suicidal ideation, and now I'm just like, I'm so grateful to still be here. I'm grateful that I didn't carry out any of those plans or anything, and I'm still here, and I'm still learning and growing through everything, because life is so beautiful. Like, every obstacle that I've gone through, every tragedy, every trauma that I've had to heal through, like, I see the purpose in it. And so, like, I'm at a place to where I'm ready to confidently walk into my purpose and, speak up more, to speak my truth, and being more confident in myself. And so I think seeing this letter, I think it definitely came, like I said, at the right time. It was something that I needed to see. Definitely encouraged me to keep writing letters to myself, because if I can't love myself first, and be kind to myself first, and speak love to myself first, like, one, how am I going to expect somebody else to do it? And then how am I going to be able to do that to other people? Whether it's me speaking to my future children, my future husband, I want to ensure that, my words are grace and love and peace and joy. And just like how I spoke to myself here is how I want to speak to myself on a daily basis, but how I want to speak to other people as well. So, there is this whole component of where, like, now I write letters when I feel like I need to write a letter, where I feel like I love something about myself, or where I just need to speak to maybe something. Like, for example, I have been, and it's funny because I've been having some, I haven't been confident in my voice for many reasons. Like, my voice has been something that it's been quiet. Physically it's been quiet, but then just traumatically, for, the traumas that I've gone through, my voice has been quiet. But that's a whole nother episode for another day. But at the beginning of the year, I just felt this urge that I wanted to speak my truth. I wanted to be able to share what I had gone through with people. And so that meant using my voice. And then for some reason, I just feel like my voice has been attacked. And just like my boss was telling me, she was like, yeah, people will try to get over on you because your voice is so small and so quiet. And that's stuff that I've heard, multiple times throughout my life. And so when I hear it, it's always like, dang it, I have to prove myself. I have to speak louder, and I have to, let people know that I mean what I say, and stuff like that. But then on the flip side, a year ago, people would tell me, oh, I love your voice. It's just something about your voice that's just so calming and so soothing. So it became like this little bit of a battle. And so I was like, no, you know what? No, I believe that my voice has purpose, and I was given this voice for a specific purpose. So it is what it is. I'm living in it, and I'm going to use it because this is my gift. And it's my gift for what it needs to be. So can't nobody ever take that away. I'm not meant to be a loud person. My voice is the way that it is because it's divinely connected to the purpose that God has for me. And so your voice is the way that it is because it's divinely connected to the purpose that God gave to you. So you make sure that you use your voice the way that is intended for it to be used. How it's intended for it to be used. Don't just be loud just to be loud. Be loud with your voice and do what you're connected to your purpose, your God-given purpose. So I wrote a letter to my voice and just was speaking love to my voice and just like pouring love into it, pouring affirmations into it and all stuff like that. And I wrote a letter to my body. So I'm trying to I'll write letters to my mind and to me as an individual, but then also if there's something that I'm just I want to pour a little bit more love into this specific area, I'll do that too. And I think it's just such a good thing, a good form of self-love, a good practice of self-love. And it has been something that has just been so great for me. It's been so amazing. And I want to be able to share that with you guys. I want all of my listeners. And I feel like there is going to be somebody. Maybe I won't get but 10 views for this video, but there is going to be somebody that needs to hear this, and it will fall to you. It will come to you at the right time, at the right moment. Somebody's going to get encouraged by this at the right moment, at the right time. I don't know who it is, but it's going to be somebody on here. And even if it's just one person, that's fine. But I just want you to know that the best thing that you can do for yourself is to truly love yourself. And so whatever that looks like, whatever you need to do to pour into yourself, even if you have to speak love over yourself every single day until you believe it. My thing is, like, I will stay on one thing. Like, if there is an affirmation, like this week, my affirmation is my voice has the power to inspire, my voice has the power to heal, and my voice is divinely connected to my purpose. I had to repeat those over and over and over and over again. And then it was like, I'm not letting these go until I actually truly start to believe these things. And it's okay. Like, don't keep saying stuff until you start to believe it. And then as I was listening to my podcast, because I'm a co-host for a podcast, I was just falling in love with my voice. I was believing my voice. I was getting confident in my voice. And it was just so amazing. So I'm like glad that I just stuck with them. So say things to yourself, speak over yourself over and over and over again until you start to believe it. Look at yourself in the mirror. Speak those things over and over and over and over again until you start to believe it. Whatever it is that you have to do to love yourself first, do that. Because it's so important. You can't love your neighbor like you love yourself if you don't love yourself. You can't love people if you don't love yourself. You can't expect people to love you if you don't love yourself. So you have to, and again, it's not to be prideful, it's not to be arrogant, but it's a way of being kind to yourself, being gentle to yourself, and loving yourself. It's your way of, like, how you expect people to love you. It's you loving you that way. How you want to love other people is you loving you that way. It's never about being prideful. It's never about being arrogant. It's never about being boastful, egotistical, or whatever you want to call it. No, it's just a matter of, like, I want to love myself so that I can be kind to myself, so I can treat myself with the utmost respect, so that I can know what I deserve, what I'm worth, and not settle and not shortchange myself. Because how many times do we shortchange ourselves because we don't believe in ourselves, we don't love ourselves? So it's just like, no, let's start now. Let's go on this journey together, this self-love journey. Sit down, grab yourself a piece of paper, and write yourself a love letter. Write yourself some affirmations. Then get a box or whatever, put it in. Or if you need to read over it every day, read over it every day. If you want to wait a couple weeks to read it, read it. But let's start this journey now. I'm always going to say this. I'm rocking with you. I'm rooting for you. I believe that you have just so much to give to yourself, and I'm believing that you're going to give it. This is going to be the year that you fall in love with yourself. This is going to be the year that you just profess the admiration for yourself. So I'm rocking with you, I'm rolling with you, and I can't wait to share my journey with you. So please continue to come, share this with people. If there's somebody that you know that might need a word of encouragement, please share it with them. And then just make sure you come back, because it's a lot that I have in store, and I just want to I want you to come alongside me with this journey, but then I also want to come alongside you with your journey. So thank you guys for tuning in. I'm so grateful that you guys decided to show up for yourselves, and that you're saying, nope, now is the time I'm showing up for myself. You guys have a great week, and I will see you later. Have a good one.